So, that concrete-like patch in your backyard that mocks every shovel and laughs at your tiller? You know, the one that floods like a swimming pool after rain but then cracks like a desert in summer? Well, what if I told you there's a century-old method that transforms this nightmare soil into rich, crumbly earth, and you don't have to spend a single hour on back-breaking digging? The Amish discovered long ago that fighting clay is, honestly, a losing battle. Instead, they learned to work with nature's own soil-building system, creating what soil scientists call biological tillage. This method doesn't just loosen clay temporarily, it actually permanently transforms it into humus-rich soil that stays loose, drains perfectly, and wow, feeds plants like nothing you've ever seen. Why does clay fight back, and how do the Amish beat it? Clay particles are microscopic, think of flour powder. When wet, they stick together just like glue. When dry, they lock into an impenetrable mass. Every time you dig or till clay, you're actually making it worse by collapsing the tiny air pockets that plants need to breathe. The Amish approach works because really it mimics how forest floors naturally build soil. Instead of breaking clay apart mechanically, they feed an army of soil organisms that do the work from within. These microscopic workers create natural glues that bind clay particles into loose spongy clusters called aggregates. The result? Soil that holds moisture like a sponge but drains excess water like sand. So, the heart of this method lies in a specific layering system that, balances carbon and nitrogen materials. The Amish use a 2-to-1 ratio by volume, so that's 2 parts carbon-rich materials like shredded leaves, straw, or wood chips, to 1 part nitrogen-rich materials like fresh manure or grass clippings. This balance is really crucial because soil microbes need both elements to thrive. Carbon provides their energy source while nitrogen helps them multiply rapidly. As these microbes consume organic matter, they excrete sticky compounds that actually glue clay particles into those vital aggregates. Without proper balance, decomposition just stalls and honestly, the magic doesn't happen. Now here's where the Amish method gets really clever. They use cardboard as their foundation layer. This isn't just about weed suppression, though that's definitely a nice bonus. Cardboard actually serves as a fungal highway starter kit. When you lay overlapping sheets of plain cardboard directly on clay and saturate it with water, something remarkable happens within just a few weeks. White fungal threads begin growing through the cardboard, extending deep into the clay below. These fungal networks are nature's soil engineers. Their hair-thin threads, called hyphae, physically push through compacted soil, creating microscopic tunnels that allow air and water to penetrate. As the cardboard decomposes, it leaves behind a network of organic channels that earthworms and beneficial insects expand into permanent soil highways. Start with overlapping cardboard sheets covering your entire 32-square-foot area, making sure seams overlap by at least 6 inches. Saturate this cardboard base with approximately 15 to 20 gallons of water until it's completely soaked through. Layer 3 to 4 inches of shredded leaves or straw across the entire surface. That's roughly 8 to 10 cubic feet of carbon material. Follow with 2 inches of composted manure mixed with fresh grass clippings, totaling about 5 to 6 cubic feet of nitrogen-rich material. Repeat this carbon-nitrogen sandwich once more, then finish with a light covering of loose straw to prevent surface drying. So, you'll want to keep this layered system consistently moist, but not waterlogged, using about 2 to 3 gallons of water each week, depending on how much rain you get. Within 6 weeks, you'll notice the cardboard softening, white fungal growth spreading, and the clay underneath starting to crumble. Honestly, patience pays better than power tools here. The hardest part of this method really isn't the physical work, it's resisting the urge to dig. Every time you disturb developing soil, you destroy fungal networks and collapse those precious aggregates. The Amish learned that soil biology needs time and stability to restructure clay from within. For your first plantings, just pull back the surface mulch and transplant seedlings directly into the softened layer. Their roots will follow those fungal highways down into the transforming clay below, and within one growing season, plant performance improves dramatically as roots access nutrients and water that were, previously locked away. True humus formation happens when decomposed organic matter permanently bonds with clay minerals. This creates a stable, dark substance that, really resists breakdown while dramatically improving water retention and nutrient storage. The Amish ratio actually targets roughly 40% existing clay, 30% carbon materials, 20% nitrogen sources, and 10% cardboard by volume. This balance ensures steady humus formation rather than just quick decomposition. Within 12 months, pale, sticky clay transforms into dark brown, crumbly soil that, holds together when squeezed but easily breaks apart when disturbed. Each subsequent year, simply add another layer of leaves and manure without disturbing the established system. The transformation becomes self-sustaining as earthworm populations explode and fungal networks mature. What started as problem soil becomes, honestly, your garden's most productive area, requiring less water, fewer fertilizers, and zero mechanical cultivation. Stop battling your clay and start feeding it instead. Your back will thank you, your plants will thrive, and your neighbors will wonder how you turned that concrete patch into garden paradise. If this method resonates with your gardening philosophy, go ahead and share it with fellow gardeners who are tired of fighting their soil. And don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner for more time-tested techniques that work with nature instead of against it.